season. Player 1 this week is Jose, who's bringing Zaal and Kovas, Optimus Marqueth, a Cyclops Brute, a Basilisk Kreia, a Cyclops Shaman, a Cyclops Raider, Hakar the Destroyer, an Agonizer, 2 Ancestral Guardians, Extoller Soul Ward, a Tyrant Commander in Standard, a unit of Annihilators, Paingiver Beast Handlers, a unit of Immortals, and a Feral Geist. Player 2 this week is Eric, who's bringing eAbsylonia, a Succubus, a Typhon, a Carnivean, a Scythian, a Nerif, a Shredder, a Harrier, 2 Forsaken, 2 Shepherds, the Spawning Vessel, and the Swamp Gobber's Bellows Crew. Scenario this week is Supply and Demand. If you destroy the enemy objective, you get 1 control point. If you control the zone, you get 1 point, and if you dominate it, you get 2. The way you win is you get 5 control points, or assassinate the other person's Warlock or Warcaster. Let's see what our players had to say before the game.
Alrighty, everyone. Back for our final episode of Counterslam. This being our final episode, Eric and I are squaring off against each other. I believe he's taking the new Abby. I should be taking Xerxes too, but as anybody who knows me knows that I paint slow as heck and he's still in pieces. So we'll be taking Zaal, because Zaal is my favorite caster in Scorn. I haven't played him in a little while, so hopefully I don't fudge it up too much. And hopefully I can survive Abby's feet turn. We'll see.
Welcome, guys. This week I'm going to be taking on Jose. I'm dressed all spiffy, ready for this game, so I'm going to take him on. This week, you know he's bringing Scorn. I'm not sure exactly what it is that he's playing, believe it or not. Even though I'm putting this game together, I have no idea what he's bringing to the table. So I'm going to take eAbsylonia, because I really want to play her and show you guys what she's capable of. I'm going to bring the Nerif, because he's a really cool beast, and I can show you guys what he's doing too. I'm going to take all beasts. I'm actually not going to take any infantry. I've got a few, support solos, and the Naga Night Lurker is going to be my only lesser, light beast. And yeah, so we'll see how he does. Jose, good luck, sir. You are going to need it. All right, so Eric and Jose here talking about the final game of the season. Absylonia going up against I don't know, whatever caster you brought to the table.
The amazing Zaal.
Zaal. So you see my brick deployment. Nowhere near as pretty as your brick deployment. So.
Yeah, you definitely had a whole lot less models there to set up than I did.
Legion, we're used to.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Especially with anything Absylonia.
Yeah, trying to run some more smallest amount of activations possible lists.
So I'm running my Nerf first up here. Man, that Nerf, that wingspan is just stupid. Like, it's funny because when they first released this model, or they showed the picture, everyone's like, "Yeah, that's not going to fit in any case that I have," and yeah. It is a nightmare to fit. Like, you really have to kind of bend the wings into a better position than even what I have.
Should bend them all the way up and out to make a big, like, elongated X.
Yeah, so I had to swap him out there for a base because I couldn't get him base to base just because he wouldn't fit. So I move my Forsaken up, steal 4 Fury, which I used a dice to kind of cover for. And then Typhon runs up, base to base, because I intend on putting Fortify onto Typhon to help give 3 of my beasts protection from being moved and stiff. And I run a Rile the Carnivean up, 4 Fury, trying to get him in there base to base. It's just stupid.
Oh! You moved it.
Yeah, I moved the wall.
So I saw it move.
Take the 4 and the Forsaken. And Shredder goes rabid and walks up his 8 inches. And I put Tenacity on my caster as well. So yeah, defense 16. Absylonia is pretty cool with the Tenacity. So run up the Naga, and Shepherds go ahead and activate and move up.
Yeah, I love that Naga. Naga helped me out quite a bit there. Thank you, Naga.
So run up the other Shepherd. Absylonia walks up, casts Fortify on Typhon, and which costs 2. Really good spell. I'm really liking fortify. And then I decided to throw spiny growth on both the Carnivian and the Nerf. It's kind of a nice little wall of beasts that are just a little hard to break through.
Yeah.
There's armor 20, 21, 22. Succubus moves up, decides to put spiny growth on the Scythian, making sure he's in Carnivian's in her command. She is. It is. Whatever. So now I got spiny growth on everything up front, which is awesome. Move up the gobbers, pop the cloud, kaboof. Cover everything important there.
Yeah, I remember that one game that I played against you with the eAbby and with my Xerxes 1, and finding it, you have fortify up on top of to put it up onto Typhon, and I was trying to slam it with the gladiator. You're like, no, he doesn't go anywhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
I'm like, oh.
And I've had people slam my beasts into my beasts with fortified, hoping to knock them both down. I'm like, now neither of them are knocked down. Like, like the first 2 games I played against troll players, they did that. Yeah. It's funny because you were trying to move everything with the templates. You're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to the
it's and they are great precision measuring for smaller movements. But when you're doing your initial deployment and you're just running out, like, it just works a lot better.
Just use the tape.
To just use your tape.
Yeah, I do like the precision. How precise they can be. Those are pretty nice.
So here just basically your normal deployment. My immortals, they've run up. They get +2 inches to their movement simply because of the fact that they activated in the command range of the Ancestral Guardian there. The Ancestral Guardian ran up. So there my Cyclops Brute puts Safeguard onto himself, and he just walks right on up. Yay! You talk about bases not fitting in.
Yeah.
So Kreia there forces for Paralytic Aura, walks up. My mini wall to protect my caster. Not nearly as scary as your wall.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's funny because a lot of people probably think that my Carnivian down there is a Ravagore, but it's Carnivian. I just put a lot of extra spines on it to look like it has spiny growth. So it's got extra. I actually had extra Carnivian arms. And I cut the little spines off the side of his hands and put them on his head.
So Tyrant Commander and Standard Bearer activated. They granted Pathfinder to the Annihilators. I believe it's press forward. And so they're going to run straight through that forest there, directly in front of them. Thank you so much for setting up that table.
A lot of force there. Now, it's funny because when you were running, I was kind of like thinking, like, with Abby, if you had backed those guys up just to where, let's say, the ancestral or the, I'm sorry, not the ancestral guardians. What are those guys called? The immortals. Immortals,
yeah.
If you had basically if you didn't have that front row of annihilators there, like, I would have had a really hard time getting to you at all the next turn because I was really afraid that's what you were going to do, and I was kind of glad that you got things up a little bit farther, but I don't know. But it's always one of those things, like, I know I'm walking right into your trap. If I'm running right in your face, you're probably going to put the hurt on me, so I have to, like, really figure out what I'm going to do. So
yeah, so Marketh moves up there and slapping Last Stand up onto the Annihilators, and you're right. I mean, but that's that's part of what Zaal, that's what he does. His the loss of all of those models is what fuels his feat.
He kind of is like the Asphyxius of Scorn.
Yeah, so that was just a poor deployment on my part. I put the Ancestral Guardian all the way over there, so I had to use my turn there to just kind of run it back over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Raider activates there, and just riles up for 2.
And you got Zaal moving up.
It says, so Zaal activates there. He spends 1 for his give a soul token to each one of the Ancestral Guardians in his control area.
What a great ability. Is that a spell or is that just an ability he has?
Just an ability.
Wow. It's really good. Man, that's it's invaluable resolve
so yeah, he spent 2 to put invaluable resolve onto the immortals, and then he spent 2 to put awakened spirit onto the Cyclops Raider there. Awakened Spirit is his upkeep that allows a beast in his battle group to cast its animus for free.
That's cool.
Of course, there being the animus that the snipe. So yeah, Agonizer's just moving up into there.
Baby elephant.
And I had cycled, I believe, 2 onto the Agonizer. Stoller just goes, again, walking up, trying to make sure I'm in the Krea's aura. And Beast Handlers are just moving up.
And the Feral Geist
is going to run and pretty much do what I usually do with Feral Geist in the games that I put him in the list. Nothing.
Dragon Spawn, activate.
Move up, murder everything in my.
Well, right, because that's what Abby does. But I was measuring it out, and your guys were just far enough that I'd have to pop my feet to kill something with Absylonia, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do that right now. So I decided against it. I figure I could get a good turn in without the feet, and then hopefully come in strong next turn, assuming I get a next turn. So charge that guy in the front there with the Nerif first, pop his Animus, pulls everybody else close to him.
Yeah, it's just so hard to deal with those
the wings. Oh my gosh. These stupid Nerif wings. So, okay. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, so I think, do we drop another base here?
We do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do this. Yeah. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So directly facing there. Pull everything.
Somebody liked Avatar a little too much at Privateer Press.
I don't know. What in the world? A lot of people said they think it looks like the creatures from Pitch Black.
Yeah.
All right, so 7 hits. The Annihilator. Hit POW 16, charge, roll, tough roll. Not tough. He's gone.
Yeah.
Second attack. Go after the Annihilator. Need like a 5. Well, I roll 4. Like, great. This is going to be one of those games, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, go ahead and buy an attack. Same guy. Boom, hit that time. Yeah. POW 16.
So he's POW armor 19 right now with Fortify up. So, yeah.
DF.
Dead Mile or Immortal.
Not so immortal now, are you? It's a misnomer. So buy an attack against Annihilator there.
That's okay.
Hits.
He's immortal in the fact of what he can do later.
Yeah.
In the game.
So
this is always what you want to make sure you take a good amount of infantry with Zaal, because your feet turn. It really helps to have as much as possible.
I actually thought the Nerf was going to be dead next turn. So, and of course I kill him with with a 4. Exactly what I need to kill. I had a feeling he was probably going to be dead, because that's the reason why I bought that last attack instead of keeping him open. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what, he's probably going to be dead. And I was okay with kind of giving up one beast. And the Nerf is really easy to hit and really easy to damage. So I knew there probably wasn't going to be anything I could really do. So
still a good way to
I charged this guy in the front with Typhon, and I wish I would have walked up and sprayed. I could have gotten a lot lot more models instead of doing the charge attack.
I was really actually surprised that that's what you did.
I wish I would have. I think I do pretty good on the sprays. So
got him that time. So no.
Yeah. So I did the spray now. Now I get the guy in the back, boosting to hit, because obviously I'm only at 5. So. Hits pretty good.
Yep.
Not tough on the guy in the back, so he gone. I like Typhon. I love Typhon with Abby. I think if you could take all the character beasts with her, including the Zuriel when he comes out, it's going to be just super dumb.
Which is what she does for beasts that turn is just.
Yeah, I'm just saying, even outside of the feet turn, that could be really good. So So tough on next guy, spray. Second guy hits and not tough. So guy in the back gone. I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. So Carnivian goes next, charges the guy there, does the assault spray. And it's a 10-inch spray, which is really good. I actually hit Hakar as well, but you can't see it because I actually don't change the camera angle. But I do get him. But he's in the template anyway. Let's see if I hit. So it's only a 4, rat 4. So I need a 9 to hit. So I go ahead and boost on the first guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the knockdown.
Hit.
So hits on him.
And
Not tough. So he dies.
Then get to continue to spray. The guy's knocked down.
Anything but.
Anything but hits. Pound 14 and tough again.
Yep.
He's tougher than a troll.
On Hakar.
Yeah, so I boost on Hakar.
So
his defense.
Yeah,
is
he's at a defense 12, armor 20 or 21 under the Kreia bubble.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, 22. I had him up to a 22.
Some dice minus 8.
Oh, because he had gained a soul token as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And I do 5 damage.
Yeah.
I was really shocked at that 6 there.
Yeah.
I think I may have rolled that twice in a row actually to hit and damage on him. So yeah, so I move the Naga Night Lurker, shoot the Annihilator there. Thought about shooting the Feral Geist just to, you know,
get him out of there.
Yeah, I was really not wanting him there, but I'm like, well, the Feral Geist can't really attack me very well, so so I definitely hit. It's a crit, actually has crit poison. So yeah. So the Forsaken walks up, is up to 5 now. Take one off. I know I'm running really hot on the table, so I'm kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? Shepherd walks up. The thick of things. Go ahead and walk up to the Scythian. Thought about charging up and trying to get that guy, but I decided against it. I'm like, well, I'd really be right in the front of the thick of things, and I thought I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that was probably really smart.
So I get the fortify, being base to base with Typhon again. I move Abby up, drop Spiny Growth again a couple more times. On the, I believe the Carnivian and Typhon. So now Typhon's at armor 21. And Shepherd moves up. I think this Scythian is just out, so I can't really grab anything. The Gobbers move up. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the Shredder. Faked myself out there. I actually don't put Tenacity up because I don't want to run too hot on the table. Like, I wouldn't be able to breathe that, so just pop the Cloud and figure that'll be good enough to keep Abby from getting shot. You'd think, right? Unless against things who have eye of sight. So Psychos walks up, go ahead and put Spiny Growth on the Scythian, give him a little bit extra protection. Forsaken walks up, pulls 1 Fury off and goes up to 5 off the Scythian. Or I'm sorry, I might have been off a Typhon there. Yeah, so turn 2 for...
That's a turn 2 for me. Yeah, you talk about that Feral Geist. I didn't really do anything with him that turn, and usually I put the Gobbers in my list, but I knew I was going up against you, so I was like, what is the freaking point?
Yeah. Yeah, people made that mistake in the past. I've got a Gobber. I'm like, I don't really care. Never seen it.
Yeah. So... yeah, so I spent 2 to upkeep Invaluable Resolve and Awakened Spirit, and then Aptimus Marketh spent one of his soul tokens to upkeep Last Stand for me.
That's a really cool ability too.
So Kreia activates first, moves up, forces for Paralytic Aura, and I
decided to spray the Nerf.
Yeah, he tries to hit the Nerf.
Nerf, I mean, that spray that he's got is pretty good. I mean, that when it damages it, it does really good. I mean, it has the same power as the Carnivian.
Yeah, so he misses there.
Stabbing the dude in the back.
Yeah, stupid brute.
Again, another base.
Yeah, that's a stupid long halberd.
It'd been funny if we just had a bunch of bases on the field. We're like, okay, I'm attacking. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's a Carnivian. Oh, okay. What's this base over here? That's a Nerf. Is that the Tyrant Commander?
Yeah, he just walks up and he does Reveille.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stands everything up.
Yeah, see, that I forgot that he could do that. I forget a lot about what Scorn does when I play against you. I don't know why that is. I'm always like, what does that guy do again? I've been playing Scorn against you a lot recently.
Yeah, I haven't played anything else but Scorn lately. I'm really focused on trying to get good with my Scorn. Right now, specifically, Makeda 3, Xerxes 1, and I've got some Xerxes 2 ideas coming out. Zaal has always been one of my favorite casters, and I still think probably one of our best tournament casters. But I'm convinced that there are other ones in our faction that just need finding the synergies.
Mm-hmm. So you put Snipe?
Yeah. So I put Snipe.
Is that on your what's that guy? What Cyclops is that?
The Raider.
Raider, yeah.
Yeah, so he's shooting you. He's got burst fire. So he has a POW 12, 17, I believe, 16.
Yeah.
So dice minus 4.
Boosting. And 4 points of damage to the one.
To the one.
Nerf was like, was that a cold breeze that blew through here? Is someone throwing marshmallows? Are we having a marshmallow fight?
I love the sound of wind rushing in my ears.
So you got Snipe on. What else did you put Snipe on?
So
somebody's got a gun. Somebody in there.
He's putting Snipe.
The Shaman's putting.
Yeah. So, he put it onto, I believe, the Extoller.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. It was the Soul Word, yeah. He doesn't need line of sight.
Yeah, so
shooting Typhon.
So he's shooting him with his ranged attack.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that putting this game together, there's a couple of things I noticed that we didn't, personally, that I did in the game that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
So you miss, usually like an 8 or 7 or something like that, you rolled a 6. Your dice are not loving you at this point.
No. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Craft Talisman on.
Yeah, could Craft Talisman, there's just a freaking sea of tokens over there.
I don't know who this tree belongs to.
I'm sorry, yeah, so he had Snipe up on him. That's it. So he was...
Defense 13.
Shooting
Hit.
Typhon with the... First hitting him with spell... casting Hex Blast. So I knock off Spiny Growth and Fortify.
That's devastating. Do 1 point of damage to him, though. To 1.
Yeah. So then I... Yeah, shoots him with his ranged attack.
Yeah, Typhon, he's really good at defense 13. If you get him on a hill or something like that, I mean, he can be pretty hard to shoot.
Yeah.
Or in a forest or something.
Boosted a hit. Thank God I did.
Yeah, I could barely hit.
So it's because of his ranged attack.
4 more damage to the 5.
4 points of damage to his 5.
Can I just get average rolls? Can I just get average rolls?
I
thought you were going to throw the dice. So boosting hit the Nerf. Base are at 5, defense 14. Are you staying still? So it's 7. So 7's to hit. And he hit. So with the strength of the Nerf being a 10, and the strength of your guys, I think a 4. Or 6. Sorry,
That's
6.
Yeah.
So it's straight
It's a
dice again.
Base PAL 6, and then, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 9 damage to the 3.
Yeah.
So he's taking a bit of damage now. It's like 13 or 14. He doesn't have a ton of hit points left. So your Annihilators are going.
Yeah.
Charging you. Carnivian's like, what now? Yeah.
Have to butt face. Get him in there, I think. No? Is that it? No. Just still trying to just fit him in there. So, both of them charging Typhon there. Last Stand, awesome.
Last Stand's amazing. So
Yeah.
hits. This is against the Carnivian, I think. Yeah, this is the Carnivian first.
Yeah,
You hit the Carnivian.
going against the Carnivian.
So dice minus 8 on damage. So 7 to the 1.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That takes out almost his head. I think he's got 1 point left in his head. Hits. Second guy hits. Dice minus 8.
Yeah. Much better, so 7 more to the 4. Doesn't quite take him out.
Yeah, the Carnivians are... I mean, if you can take like a Carnivian spam list with Epic Abby, it's dumb. So you hit 4 dice damage.
Yeah.
Typhon, his armor 17. I think their powers are normally 12, right? Minus 5.
Yeah.
Dice minus 5. So yeah, it's a pretty good hit there. 9 damage to the 1. So he's hurting.
Really had to pour some serious attacks into him. I really would have wished that, like here at this point, what I was hoping for at the setting up beforehand, trying to shoot and loosen him up a little bit. I was hoping to by this point have killed Typhon with Annihilators, so that I could trigger Berserk and maybe take a swing on that Carnivian.
Yeah.
But
I mean the Scythian.
Right, the Scythian.
Yeah.
But obviously it didn't work out that way. I just kept having to pour attacks into, dice just there at the beginning.
If you didn't have Hex Blast, which most casters don't, I mean, you can understand why he's such a hard nut to crack. I mean, friggin' armor 21. I mean, Carnivian comes armor 22 with Spiny Growth. So it's sick.
It's funny because the first practice game that we played, we were playing against Epic Abby. I had taken Xerxes 1. The only reason I didn't end up taking him is because I just didn't have enough stuff painted for him.
Yeah.
But I had a tough time in dealing with with those beasts, and it was just completely by the fact that I brought Zaal, just simply because I had.
That's another 10 damage you just put on. That's Hakar, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so you did 10 points, killed.
Yeah, so
Typhon, I was actually shocked to see Typhon go. I was really, I was like, oh crap. I'm like, my nerf's gonna be. I was pretty sure what you were gonna do was you were gonna come with the Immortals and take out the nerf.
Yeah.
I was like, man, losing 2 beasts is rough when you're counting on 5 models to do all your work for you. So little flustered at this point. I'm like, oh great, here we go.
Yeah, my Agonizer activated uses Gnawing Pain, so -2 strength to enemy war beasts. While within, I believe he's got 1 on him, so it's 5 inches.
Yeah.
Beast handlers.
He just wants to die. Let me kill him.
Strip a little bit.
I was kind of hoping maybe you forgot about your Immortals too. I was like, maybe he won't move the Immortals. Maybe he'll just be like, go. Then you're like, I'm going to activate the Immortals. Like, dang it.
Like I did with my Feral Geist for 2 turns.
So, look at you cheating. You're moving my stuff. Alright, so yeah, so your Immortals go. Start running. And this is, honestly, this is what probably... I was like, what? Wait, what are you doing? Because I thought you would
No, I needed to.
You ran. I was like, I thought you were gonna just charge the nerf and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Well.
No, what I ended up realizing was after this turn, obviously with last stand up, all of those annihilators were going away. So what I had was just this straight charge lane.
Yeah,
let's go with your beast. To move in there, I was like, I better get some of those immortals.
So Ancestral Guardian hits the nerf, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, POW 16, armor 16. Or no, sorry, POW 13 minus 3.
Yeah. So that's
like,
minus
okay,
3.
roll. You're like 3 6s. I'm like, are you kidding me? Am I playing against Brad all over again?
So yeah, the Ancestral Guardian just moves up there and finishes out.
What's funny is
one shot.
I was looking. I don't even think I even looked to see how much damage I had left. I was just pretty sure he was dead. I'm just like, he's dead. You got 2 more attacks you can buy with stupid souls. He's dead. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So my next turn, I'm like, well, obviously, I'm not going to get another turn, so this is going to be my feet turn.
But even still, for your feet turn, so
yeah, I mean, what beasts can do under Abby in a feet turn, even 2 beasts left can be pretty disgusting. And I still have the Shredder, I still have Naga. You know, there's still a lot that can be done. Yeah. So you're rolling. We actually noticed that you weren't inside you were outside the kill box, so I actually got a point there, control point. So Abby, of course, moves up first, pops her feet. I really wanted to use the Naris Animus to pull your guys to me, and I couldn't do it. It's like, I could have pulled everyone to me. So I just go ahead and I'm like, take my chances, roll hit, and of course I flub it. Are you kidding me?
Which really surprised me.
I'm just like, I just want to cry at this point. So yeah, but you know, she's still like, I think dice minus 4. You got 5 hit points left. Go ahead and boost the damage. It's a POW 16, I think. Yeah, so it actually kills. I'm like, yay! Conferred rage. And then you put... oh, gosh.
Which is actually really funny because he destroyed that Typhon there and he didn't heal. And he has Life Drinker.
Oh, does he?
So that would have... well, I mean, it would have brought me up. But it still would have been death for him.
Well, he doesn't... Life Drink, he just heals when he kills Levon. He doesn't have to spend a soul or anything?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I roll, I just barely hit.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, barely do enough damage
to
kill.
Took out the Kovas that popped up.
Yeah. I was like, alright, well, that's good. I don't need Kovas in my face on your feet turn. So, hits with 11, going against one of the guys there. Kills that guy. So... killing the next, or still got a little bit of fury left. I'm like, okay, go and buy an attack against this guy. Hits and murders him. I'm like, all right, so now I got to make a decision here. I was gonna teleport away, but then I decided to heal my beast. Which actually, this is what I didn't realize. I actually made a mistake when I healed. My Nerfs card was in front of me. I thought that was the Carnivian. The Carnivian had no aspects out. Neither did my Scythian. So when I did it, I was like, I could have teleported away, which would have kept me a little bit safer. And I'm like, but I didn't. But that was just one of the things I noticed when I was editing the game. And I think it was after I was doing things too. I was looking at the cards in front of me, and I'm like, oh wait, like I mean, don't get me wrong, my beast needed to be healed. My Carnivian needed to be healed, but he didn't have any aspects out though. And I kind of was like, and now I'm not sitting on any fury, and I was like, well, that was probably a dumb move, but. I decided to go ahead and roll with it because I thought I might be able to keep her pretty safe still. Because I knew my beasts were going to be in your face and you were going to have to get past all them. So
yeah.
So Forsaken moves up, kills that last immortal guy, or at least the one in front of her. And then the Shredder charges Ancestral Guardian. And
I forget about Defensive Strike. So you just make your attack and... I do nothing and remember it like 5 minutes later.
Nobody appreciates that more than me. So. I rolled a hit. I do 1 point of damage.
I mean, it wouldn't have been good for me anyways, because then I would have just given you some fury. But so it's probably for the best. No, actually, no. If I would have killed him outright, you didn't have any yet on you.
Yeah.
Well,
that's not true. I did rabbit him, so he did have 1 on him. I just bought the second attack, which barely hits and does 1 more damage roll. I do 1 damage. Take those 2 points. Yeah. I was like, wow, that was kind of ineffective. I like it. So the other Forsaken charges the last immortal. I really like the fact they can spend this Fury to buy and boost attacks and stuff. That's really cool.
I hate Forsakens.
I
hate the ones that explode more.
Oh yeah. That could have been bad on your side of the table. Look at all that Fury on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So death on the
Death
charge.
to the immortal.
Death to the immortal.
Now I have no units left. All of my full unit of immortals and my full unit of annihilators are now gone.
So Carnivian charges up, goes after
Tyrant Commander and Standard Bearer there.
Yeah, I'm actually going after the your Kreia.
Okay.
And he's gonna because it's a little hard to see the Kreia staying there, but yeah, I decided to go after the Kreia because I obviously don't need his steward. Now I did not assault spray, which one I forgot, but two I didn't ask to take it back. Because we had a kind of a rules thing go on before, which you just don't see here, and I decided I wasn't gonna ask for it. So I'm like, I'll just take my melees. I don't care. I'll go ahead and roll the hits, which I think 18s. So what's the Kreia's armor?
Armor 16.
Dice minus.
Dice plus 2.
So yeah, hurting. I didn't think I could one-shot him, but that was a pretty good damage roll to try. Yeah. Hits on the second attack. It's the POW 16, and it's a straight dice, I think. Yeah, it's a straight dice.
Yeah. So that you're -2 because
well, but he's +2 with the feet.
Yeah.
So
it averages out his normal.
8 more damage to 2 kills him.
Yeah.
I wish I had consume or something on that guy, or I don't know, carnivore or something where you would get a chance to heal after he kills something. Would be nice. Going after the Tyrant Commander just because I don't need another Weapon Master in my face. So
yeah.
I figure why not? A hit.
Yeah. Takes out my.
It's POW 16. This is his last claw attack.
Yeah.
Straight dice. 8 damage.
So that kills. Just wipes him out because he's 8 hitboxes.
And I'm trying to get this stuff away from in front of your caster so I can get to use the Scythian to get to your caster because he's just right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can do this. But I didn't want to get in front of your Ancestral Guardian and take a free strike because that probably would have crippled the Scythian. So 14, yeah, hits because I'm at 8. Yeah, so I'm 18s. I'm attacking the Shaman now. Because the Shaman, I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't need free animuses going all over the place.
No.
So got him, 10 to the 5. So put some
another attack.
Hits. +2, so another 8 to the 6. I'm just doing 8, 8, 8 all damage to you. So hits again. So 5 more to the 4, which I think leaves you at 1.
Yeah.
Or no, he's dead. So I thought it left you at 1.
Yeah, takes me out.
I decide to go ahead and buy 1 more attack against the Standard Bearer, I think.
Yeah, it's the only thing you can reach at that point.
Oh no! I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I decided to
charge in.
Yeah.
The Scythian.
Yeah, I didn't need both my beasts to be completely maxed out.
So here's where I forget set defense and intuition, which set defense wouldn't have helped me anyways because I think you.
Yeah.
He bumps up to a defense 15.
Yeah, and I'm a mat 8, so 7's hit, and I rolled a 9, or whatever. So I did hit 8. Yeah, there, and armor 19. So -2, 6 to the 5. Going for my second attack, hopefully get it so I can get my Thresher, which I really want to do. Hit. So I'm like, yes, Thresher! And so another 7 to the 1. I'm like, alright, now I'm going to attack all 3 guys. I'm going to start with the Standard Bearer first. I'm just going to clear out the stuff in front of me. And, man, I wish I could have reached that stupid Agonizer. That's all I wanted to do. Kill the Agonizer.
Yep.
Yeah, so make sure I got reach to your caster there, which I do. So I do the Snare Bear defense 13, so I need like 5s, which I miss because I roll Snake Eyes. Then I roll against his caster. I need a 7 to hit. And then I roll, and I miss with -1.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Miss
okay,
my
what's your
caster.
Cyclops? So like, because the Cyclops and roll Snake Eyes again. Completely wasted a. All right,
So buy
Cyclops
another attack.
Yeah, against this shaman or the Cyclops.
Yep,
Which I hit.
miss. Oh, it hits.
Oh no, I thought I missed.
Yeah.
But I hit, even though I didn't. So I didn't roll a damage roll, so I basically missed an attack there that I shouldn't have missed. I thought that I missed because for some reason I was thinking it was Mat 6, not Mat 8, with the
Defense 13.
Yeah. So. So that was my fault again, but I do kill him there.
Let go!
Let it go, Captain.
And buy an attack on Zaal.
Which hits. And I'm dice +3 on damage. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, alright. I can't boost it or anything, but you know, there's 11 points.
So 11 points damage, which I actually soak up.
Yeah, because I couldn't buy any more attacks. So
I didn't want to spend any of my fury.
So I go ahead and
I knew that you couldn't
walk up and take the 2 fury off the Forsaken.
get
or,
any
sorry,
more
the
attacks in on
Shredder.
him. And I was about to pop feet and see what if I could do.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'll just shoot this Ancestral Guardian, put a little bit of damage on him. That way, if he tries to take a free psychic, more than likely he'll die.
Yeah, which...
So I go to roll the hits. I only need a 4 to hit. Get crit, but crit poison, but your guy's not alive, so it doesn't matter. And then I boost the damage. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? You know, he still need, like... I still need a lot to kill. So, I'm trying to think. -6. And holy crap, I rolled 10 damage. I kill him. And then that puts...
Wipes him up, wipes him out, and Kovas pops up again.
Right about then, I actually start to panic a little bit because I'm like, wait. Kovas can see my caster, and I have no magic weapons on the table other than my caster. Others thought, although your guy has reach, I was like, I dominated the zone there.
Yeah.
I thought I should have ran my the shepherd up in between him and my caster, so then just to make sure.
Try and
but
block
you still would have, you still could have gone through. So it's not like they have magic weapons either. So you didn't upkeep anything.
Yeah. So yeah, I just
Hex blast on
walk up, hex blast you
on that the
Scythian.
Scythian.
Then
3 points to him.
Scythian
doing pretty good. He doesn't really have any damage on him at all, so that was fine with. I knew you probably weren't going to be able to kill him, but I was okay with you being right in front of my beasts, both of them. So you hit. Power 18, armor 18, so straight dice.
Straight dice.
Pretty good. 11 points. So he was hurting. Yeah, so I
didn't want to kill him outright.
I think that took out his spirit. So, all right, popping feet.
So I pop my feet. I can't do any ranged attacks.
So my guy having reach, I'm technically engaged with your standard bear there. And put snipe on Stiller Soulward.
What you didn't see that was edited, it kind of quicked out there, but Zaal, before he moved up, had cycled Last Stand. He'd cast Last Stand onto the Kovas back there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did put... Yeah. So you needed 17 and you got it.
Yeah.
So he actually hits. It's straight dice. So oh no, sorry, you were trying to shoot the shredder.
Yeah,
that's what it was. That's right. And you hit your own guy, which only does 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage against myself.
I know it's like to only put 1 point of damage on Ancestral Guardian. over and over again. All right, Soul Ward goes to shoot my caster because he's got ghost shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Eyeless Sight, right?
No, not Eyeless Sight, just Ghost Shot.
Okay, yeah. Well, it ignores clouds and everything anyway, so. Yeah, so you still need something pretty good to hit. I wasn't too worried when you were taking the shot. I'm like, man, you're going to need, like, friggin', I don't remember. You needed something pretty sick.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
snipe on him from...
you needed 8s. You needed 8s. 8s weren't bad.
And boosts to hit.
It does hit. And then he goes straight dice on him. Yeah. So, because it's my feet turn, it actually adds 2 damage.
Yeah.
My feet betrayed me.
But doesn't really...
4 points.
Yeah, 4 points of damage.
I'd cut myself for 2 the last round, so I've already taken 6 points at this point. She has 18 hit boxes, so she's got 12 left.
Where Kovas charges up.
He's going to go for the kill cam.
Threshers.
Oh, we got a kill cam. Gonna attempt the assassination. Let's see if it works. So 4 dice to hit. Matt 8. Really? 8 dice? That's kind of overkill, ain't it? So just need a 7 to hit. Hey, look, it hits. Imagine that on 4 dice. You get your additional dice for charging, and you got the extra dice with last stand. So you're -2 on damage. Which only leaves me at 2. It's 10 points, so you'll leave me at 2. At this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be dead here. You're going to do Thresher against the Gobber there.
Yeah, so I went ahead and boosted to hit him because I could, because I was on my feet turn and I had a lot of stuff to spend. So I hit.
Come on, stop leaving us in suspense. Do you kill me or not?
So 4 dice to hit, 4 dice to damage.
Hits. Oh, hey, look, there's a 7. Nice, too. You can't even, like, not kill me, I don't think. I don't think there's any.
So -13.
So that was, oh gosh, that was the game. Yeah, so we'll get to the other side here and we'll break down what went wrong. At least on my end, anyway. Death Jack chase. Good game, Jose. Good game.
That was a good game.
All right, well, that was the game.
Was it?
It was the game. Me versus Jose.
Oh, that game.
That game.
That game.
That one, which
Yeah.
we've all definitely seen.
Yes,
Yeah,
congratulations, Jose.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jose. You totally won that game.
And I was, well, what the worst part was is that right at the very end, when we got done, I measured between the Naga Night Lurker and the Carnivian, and I was actually within 6 inches. The reason why I didn't bother trying to put the Animus on the Carnivian is I thought I was out of range. So I was just like, oh, well, I guess I'm just dead. And so he killed me like he should have, but then like I measured the range and I was within, I could have given my Carnivian magic. I mean, I didn't even measure it.
And what would that have done?
His Kovas was charged through Carnivian to get
charged up and
my caster.
Wait, hold on.
Abby.
Was the Carnivian like in range of the Kovas and could have killed it that turn?
Yes. If he would have gone by to kill Abby, he would have taken a free strike.
Oh, no. Never mind then. You still would have lost. Even if you remember that. Remember, because you and I had this discussion once. Wraithbane is 1 turn. As soon as your turn ends, Wraithbane expires and he no longer has magic weapons.
Oh, is it a turn?
Yeah, because I did that to you once, where I put Wraithbane on the Woldwrath, and then he shot down his lightning templates, and I was like, yeah, I'm so clever. He's gonna run through the lightning templates, and it'll come from a magical weapon, and his little dudes will die. But then you looked at it and you're like, oh no, it's just for 1 turn, Jeremy. And I'm like, oh, well, that sucks.
Okay.
Hey, I don't feel bad anymore.
I still feel crappy.
I still.
How does that help my game? Okay, first of all.
Was that spray? The spray couldn't have gotten there?
Well, no. Well, Carnivian was already done activating. That was the
Oh,
problem.
okay.
It was on the.
It was like the last thing I could do was the.
I'm glad that I get to
So now you're
destroy
making me pull
this.
up my war room because that's just terrible. Can't believe it's only for 1 turn. That doesn't. Oh, that's horrible. What a horrible idea. Okay.
You want to reshoot this?
No.
Stop looking at your phone on the camera.
I am looking it up because I don't remember that being the case, but I'm going to look it up anyway.
So, Jose, what were the other highlights of that game?
I forgot about set defense on my Cyclops Brute, so I would have not taken
right.
the
Aha!
charge hit the first turn. I forgot about defensive strike with my Ancestral Guardian.
Oh, that's an important one.
When I got charged by the Reptile Hound. But on the
Shredder,
plus
yeah.
side, I was able to take out the Nerf and
yeah, Typhon in one
Typhon
turn.
in
One turn. Yeah, that was pretty good.
With not really using, I mean, like, I took out Typhon. I think I finished him off. I mean, because I just finished him off with a car. But yeah, you know, some last stand annihilators and Hakar and
Man, Last Stand is such a great spell.
What percentage of your army did you have left when you did this?
when I got down, when he got to me, there was not much left in my side of the board. Like, and it was funny because he did this. He created his own demise because he took out he just was like, well, I have another shot, so I'm gonna shoot at that Ancestral Guardian.
And I rolled because he had 10 hitboxes, and I rolled 10 damage.
Yeah,
and killed him
just,
right off the
just
bat.
wiped it right up. And
Kovas.
Kovas.
I
And
forgot. I thought
Kovas.
Kovas. Once you killed it, it was gone. I didn't know that it could.
Oh man, if only you could just kill the Kovas once and he'd stop appearing. God, how nice would that be?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Deathwalker that comes with Goreshade.
You know what the answer to that is, really? It's just like kill all the Ancestral Guardians in the same turn and then kill Kovas.
Yeah. Yeah, and that has been done to me. I play a little bit better with my Ancestral Guardians, and I don't keep them too close. I try to keep at least one of them next to the Kreia to benefit from that. And usually, I try to make that Hakar.
Hang on, excuse me one second.
That way, I can
Keep going.
This is the most professional podcast.
No, I'm just double checking.
that way I can get him up to armor 23 against ranged attacks.
Yeah, it's
so that way his survivability comes a little bit, but. You know, and playing Zaal...
It seems like an awful lot of work to do something that another warrior beast you're going to get can just do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I've actually I created a list just recently with the new Eridus Sentinels coming out. I was talking to you about this. My Zaal range list. So I did the math on it, and using the Mountain King as my basis for it, because there are Essence Blasts, which there's a big strength buff in there, but in one turn with rolling all average dice, take out the Mountain King with still 2 shots to spare.
Wow. Yeah, but the Mountain King has like entirely too much strength. It takes a bajillion damage from those
but I mean,
Essence Blasts.
but I mean, that's what you would be using it for, essentially, is to take down beasts. So I mean, you'd be rolling 4 dice damage for the Eridus Sentinels with a POW 13 against war beasts. So I mean, anything that's a 17 to 19, you're gonna put a serious hurting on.
You won't kill my Colossal or my Gargantuan that way.
No.
Or my Colossal. You won't kill any Colossals that way.
The Hex Blast is what kept getting me, especially because it kept knocking off all my animus and stuff on my beasts, and I didn't know that Zaal had that. That was pretty rough, because that definitely made Typhon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I lost Typhon.
There's a lot of reasons to hate Zaal.
Yeah.
But in playing him, and I love playing him, and I want to play him in tournament. I don't know if I have the blood pressure to regulate correctly in order, because I mean, you really do, like, you get it down to that to that point where you don't have much of your army left, and that's what you want. Like, that's that power swelled feet turn. But oh my God, is it like you have 3 beasts or 2 beasts directly in your face, and most of your army is gone, and just something. Like,
yeah, but I had 2 beasts
goes.
on his caster.
Yeah, I had 2 heavies like right in my caster's face, and I mean, Zaal, and I probably could have taken one of them down between my Soul Ward and Zaal with their ranged attacks, but it always seems to come down to that with Zaal, and I don't know if I have the heart for it. It's hard. You get to the end of that, and it's definitely pretty tough. But I mean, he's still my favorite caster, and I don't think that in Scorn anything makes infantry hit harder than Last Stand in that feat.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
dumb.
just-
That's pretty disgusting. When he's rolling 4 dice, dice -2 on damage rolls, I'm like,
Yeah, 4 dice to hit,
with no
4 dice for
transfers, I'm just like,
damage.
it's just done. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's just done. And, as soon as
attacks
his
survive.
turn started, I'm like, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do. I'm just dead. So I knew it.
Is it also an extra die to hit? Or just
It's
an-
additional die to hit and additional die for damage,
Yeah.
and then of course for feat you can boost attack and damage rolls, and that was my feat. And it was funny because it was the question of the turn before: do I pop feat now and try and take out as many beasts as possible, or do I suffer, let him kill a bunch more of my army, and I really power swell that feat and try and bring something up from the back line and get it done that way. So I held off for that turn, and I'm glad I did, but still, that was.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I held off on my feet too. I think it would definitely would have went a lot
Yeah,
better.
you wanted to go a turn earlier than you did.
I did. I originally was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I should pop. I'm like, that'd be pretty dumb. I'm like, I'd only just take out a bunch of infantry, and he's still got all his stuff behind him. I'm like, nah, I better just.
That forced me to get Hakar up into the fight. I almost, thought about last standing him at one point, but then realized that would be a really bad idea because I needed that piece still in play in order to stop the onslaught of beasts that were coming towards me. The beast heavy lists, they can be tricky to play, but I mean, Legion obviously does a fantastic job of doing that, and going up against those beast heavy lists. Like sometimes you go into it thinking, oh, there's so much infantry spam out on the table, but I mean, Typhon just laying down those sprays, and then the Nerif with its new animus,
Yeah,
that
pulling
was,
things in.
you know,
I was really
pulling
hoping the
things
Nerf was going to survive because I was going to use that with Absylonia and just suck a bunch of infantry in and just start killing them all off, which would have been awesome, but that didn't happen. So it died. But I got to use it once before, and people got to see what it could do. So
How many points is it?
7.
Oh, it's such a good beast for 7 points.
Yeah,
It really is.
Its defensive stats are pretty rough. I mean, the Seraph and the Angelius are like defense 14. It's like a defense 12.
I
Its
don't
armor
know.
16.
Imagine in Legion,
So-
That's pretty bad.
you
Yeah.
guys would love to have some really cheap costed beasts. Like
Oh yeah,
that.
oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Oh no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying
That's why it's so good in that.
Yeah, and I mean,
It catches you off guard when you see its defensive stats though, because it's like, oh,
I don't troll the Legion forums at all, so I mean, I don't know what but I've heard you guys talk about the fact that it doesn't.
no, everybody loves it. The fact it's 7 points. I mean, as cheap
Okay.
as it is.
Yeah, because like
people
your
can't
other
complain.
beasts are all like,
13 points.
well, yeah, they're
It's usually 9 or above.
like 9 or up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have a similar problem to like what Circle does. Like all of our beasts are like 9, 10 points. So like when we get anything that's any cheaper, we're like, yay.
Yeah, we got a few 11 and 12s too, so it's we're pretty expensive, but I think it usually pans out pretty well for us.
A 7-point war beast with a power 16 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Really
Sentinels
good.
only 8 points. I can't believe the Sentinels only 8 points.
Well,
Yeah, now you have a reckoner in both of your factions.
I know.
Good
yeah,
job.
yeah. So I just wanted to say, congratulations, Jose, there on the last game of the season. Of course, which I kind of want to get into next, which is our because this is our season finale, season 3. We've made it this far.
The
a
longest
year and a
season
half
by far.
Yeah, I think the other seasons had like 9 episodes. This one we're on 13. So
Well, a little
Okay.
different too when we're shooting them, every week on Sunday, doing a live show and then posting it versus moving over to an edited. And we did, we had some couple of flubbed episodes.
Yeah.
For this, one where I think I just snapped.
Well, I mean, you and I took 3 tries to play one game against each other once. It's just like,
You walked out on our game.
Yeah. Yeah.
actually, the second time we tried it, like the game it actually resolved, but like we just
it was like 6
it was like
hours.
the longest. Like we played that game against each other for 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was just like we can't use this game. This
Yeah.
game is
I
actually
kept between Revive and the Shamblers, we had so many models.
You had all 20 Shamblers on the table at one
At
point.
one point in
Yeah.
time, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
It just
That was actually kind of impressive.
they filled the zone. And the only way that I stayed in that game was I had a warjack that towed the zone.
Yeah, I know. And then, oh gosh, maybe what's funny is if you look back at like the first few episodes of us, it's really funny because we're just like I wouldn't say camera shy. I think it was just one of those things we just didn't know what we were doing or how to do it. We just knew we wanted to do it, so we're kind of like Yeah.
So-
Do you remember
yeah.
our very first episode?
Yeah.
That was the one where we did the. It was like a 2-on-2 game.
Yeah.
It was like you two against us. Right?
No, it was you and me versus them.
Oh, right.
These
You and
two.
me against those two. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember that.
I don't even remember who won that game. But,
I think they did.
did they?
I think
think
they
we did.
Yeah.
Because I think the practice game we won.
Yeah,
and
we won the
then-
practice game, and then we
did-
lost. Well, because in the practice game was really funny, because like, I think in the practice game, like, you might have put the Kraken too far forward or something like that, and then
Yeah.
Eric charged it and killed it, and then the Galleon walked up and killed the Archangel, and then my Woldrath walked up and almost killed the Galleon, but then the Galleon just like when it was mostly dead couldn't kill the Woldrath, so then the Woldrath just beat it to death and just was the only Gargantuan left on the table and just kind of walked around and was like
Yeah, but you know it's it's funny because I actually was going back. I was actually laying in bed the other night. I was going through some of our old episodes, and I remember there was the one. Believe it or not, one of my favorite chat episodes. I think it was episode 3, where it's weird because we talked about a bunch of different things, and at the very end, the last third, we talked about cost saving tips on like
was this in season 1?
Oh,
yeah, it's season 1. Yeah,
I
like
remember
talking
that.
about like
Yeah.
the Walmart, cooler bags and the the little foams for like terrain pieces and just all of our little cost saving tips, and it was really pretty informative. I thought it was like, man, this is actually pretty cool. I
Yeah,
wish
back when we used to talk about things that mattered.
I know, right?
My favorite episodes were always the ones where Jose brought beer.
That was season 2.
This is good.
We don't really remember much about season 2.
I actually don't remember much about season 2. I don't think I got to play many games this season.
Yeah.
I remember I
Wait,
played
that was
TJ
this-
in the most obnoxious list. I played High Reclaimer, and he brought Karchev with the gun carriage, like double gun carriage.
Oh god, that I remember that game. It's like what was there like 136 hitboxes on
Yeah,
his
I
side of
was
the
like-
field?
And then he had all the mechanics out there healing it. So I mean, like, we calculated it up, like how many damage. It was something like.
Yeah, that was what it was. It was like you like did 136 damage to like his models by the end of that game.
Yeah, and you wiped out most of his stuff,
Yeah,
or was it
yeah.
like all of it, but his caster or something. Like,
Yeah, Karchev moved up and was able to. I can't remember what it is. His spell cast, but yeah, he charged up Pathfinder and right up to High Reclaimer.
Actually, some of those TJ games were kind of fun because remember that one that he had against you? You took the Mountain King.
oh, that was Conrad. That one.
Yeah.
That was Conrad.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Conrad.
yeah.
That was a
the,
Conrad game.
Was that
Oh,
the
I remember.
Sorsha?
I know why I was thinking it
The
was
Sorsha
TJ.
tier list?
No, it was.
that
It was. This is why I was thinking it was TJ. It was because it was what's her face, the
Zircon.
Zerkova.
tier
It was the
list.
Zerkova tier
With
list,
the
and
3
he
vanguards.
borrowed all of TJ's models to
Yeah.
run it.
Yeah.
I usually don't have a problem beating Conrad, so I was like, I fielded a gunny like tier 2. I'm like, I'm just gonna see how sucky an army I can put on the table and still win. And then he shows up with like TJ coaching him with a Zircova tier.
Well,
And I'm like-
there were two really excellent moments in that game that I remember. The one was where like all of the, and it was just the assassins, that unit of the
Kayaze?
the Kayaze
Oh,
assassins
yeah.
charged the
And-
Mountain King,
and
and
the
we're
Mountain
like,
King killed the
we're
Mountain
like,
King,
just one unit isn't
yeah,
gonna
that's
kill the
right.
Mountain King, and then they did. And we're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
okay,
that was
so that
crazy.
just happened. And then the other great moment was when you like walked something close to her, and then like the Watcher triggered, and then like the one random little Vanguard walked over, and he's like, bam, 11 damage. Just killed him.
Speaking of teaming up, I think one of the most fun episodes I think all of the rest of us had, I don't know about Jeremy, was when we all kind of teamed up in Joyce's game against Jeremy, which for a long time was our most viewed episode for a long time, and then it got surpassed. Now it's actually, I think the highest is still episode 3, you two playing Trolls versus Scorn.
You're the season 3 episode that you guys had the Legion.
We yeah, right, the one where it's Legion versus Convergence when you played Aurora versus my Absylonia, that ended up taking the highest one, which is interesting because it was season 3, but your guys' episode 3 on the first season surpassed it again. It's still the highest. which is funny because that one the cameras are like super blurry. Like for whatever reason we didn't have it set up right, and so the cameras were. I mean, you cannot tell what is going on that board, and that is our most watched video. I'm like,
maybe everyone's just trying to figure out what the hell.
Yeah.
Is happening. I just look at it long
I got
enough.
some negative
Squint
comments on
real
that one.
hard.
I even had one guy on it. He's like, "Well, apparently somebody likes to paint more than they like to play."
Whoa!
Oh man.
Yeah,
I don't even think that was the worst comment. But,
yeah, there were some bad ones on that one.
I would like to have seen. We need to look at the tape and put all our models back in the same way because that was a short death clock. I had another 15 minutes. I wanted to see where that was going.
That game, I should have lost that game. That was still, and we, even then we said that like that wasn't really a win. Like that was that.
It was fun. They had the
fun
kegs
for
and
you.
You know what's funny is I think
brought
all
the reptile hounds. That was the first time with your reptile.
Yeah,
hounds.
Yeah, I think that all my games are pretty close, except for one. That was when I played against Joyce, and she just curb stomped me. Cricks versus Cricks. I couldn't believe, like, she got the 5 control points and just... I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'm going to take my drag and drop list, and she brought Denny and Bile. I think Bile Thrall or something. Yeah, she just wiped me out.
That was season 2 as well.
Yeah. No, that was season 1.
That was season 1?
Yeah, it was the end of season 1, because
yeah, I guess you're right.
I remember us being at Comlux, and
Yeah.
I remember Chris giving us helping us out with a lot of those episodes.
I actually didn't know
Thank
how
you,
many
Chris.
points I had for that scenario. I was just like, I need to do this. I haven't purged like this before.
Which is funny because against a game against Jeremy, we all coached her a lot until we're like, oh man, she totally needs to do this. Okay, Joyce, do this so you can totally kill her. And then like she played against me and like she just wiped me out. I was like, wow.
I think actually the only advice I remember giving you that game was like at some point during the round where you won, you were about to like walk to Negra somewhere, and I'm like Joyce, don't move to Negra.
But
Just don't move her.
it's so fun to charge her with all that focus and be like, ha, I'm gonna put you over there.
Yeah.
I know it
I've had
doesn't
it.
really work. But...
Wait a minute, she does what? That's
yeah.
that Nightmare. Oh, Nightmare was praying my caster. Right.
Why would you tell me that? Oh crap.
What was your favorite game?
Yeah, there are several. I always like the team games because it's just so chaotic. I really like that
finale from last year or the season 2.
Oh yeah,
Was
the
it-
8-player game.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that was
8-player
fun.
game, that was
The
a lot of fun too.
silliness.
The free for all.
And you went over there and killed Joel.
Yeah,
And then I cheated and killed you. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the only
you're-
way I can win.
You're
is I can
awful.
cheat.
You're just off.
I don't think Joel's ever
That
forgiven
might
me
be
for that.
my favorite. The 8-player game. One, there was beer.
There's beer there.
I almost brought beer
Was
tonight.
And 2, did I win that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
All right, that was one of the few I won on the show.
I cheated and lived against her when I shouldn't have, because I forgot how admonition worked.
Well,
And then
yeah, 3
and
inches.
then I just had
Pathfinder.
I had no warjack, so I just had my caster. And he was just like walking around popping Mulg in the face and like,
Yeah, I
walking
remember
away.
that.
Just like bam, walking over here, bam, walking over here.
Stop.
Oh man. Yeah, I got to kill. I got Conrad. I think he was playing Karchev. I got him with the Death Jack because I was able to.
Yeah, but
yeah.
not on
Scar.
your feet turn, which was the hilarious part.
Oh, I know, it's
you're
just
like,
out.
You're like feet turn. Oh wait, I didn't get you. You had to wait
Oh
one more
yeah,
turn.
perdition. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, that sucked. Oh yeah, I remember that. So, yeah. But I think about like just as we've grown, even as players too. Because I also remember the first 3 or 4 episodes we used to get. People were really hitting us with like rules stuff. Hey, you guys, and not to say that we don't make mistakes now, even today. Obviously, we still make mistakes, but it definitely the volume of mistakes went down after about the 4th or 5th episode. Like we really were playing a lot and kind of getting our rules and stuff down, and I think we did pretty well after that. We didn't get it nearly as many people being like, oh, you totally screwed up that rule, or you totally shouldn't have won that, and, so. Or man, I can't believe Jose got that mad and threw his models. He needs to.
That was a season 2 game, right?
No, I don't remember.
It was
What
Oh,
season?
no,
what
no,
season wasn't it? Really? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, but you know what?
like I'm the only person who's ever done that on this show.
You know what though? We've to that we've all been curb stomped in at least one game, and we've all curb stomped someone else in at least one.
Oh, I know.
Game.
I think about the when we did the special game with me and Jose, where I had Rias and you had I can't remember who it was, and Because you didn't even, I don't think you even
Yeah.
freed your caster. Like,
Yeah.
we did free your caster and get it out, and like,
Yeah.
Riot was able just to go and murder everything and then come out. And I was like, man, that was kind of quick and not as. It's like, well, that could have went a little bit better, but.
Yeah, that was a.
So we're still doing live games.
The list build at the time was just solely around the fact that I wasn't going to have a caster on the table. Like, that was not how I would run a P4 list, like, at all.
Right.
And that's the flack that I got. You know, there was a lot of the comments that you got. It's just like it doesn't know how to. What's the P4 build?
It's like, did you see what the scenario was we were doing?
I know, right? I did like season 2, the crazy games format. I thought that was a lot of fun. The motion terrain was a really cool idea. I don't know anybody else who's done anything like that.
What games did I even play in that season?
Yeah,
Did I play any games in that season?
You played against me. I did beat you because that's when we played swap casters. We did
the caster squad.
You had the troll cast.
Yeah,
He
that-
played in the red.
I had-
and
and didn't pop feet because I didn't know what the feet did. I was like, I read the card. I'm like, I don't know what this does. I'm not popping feet. So,
Oh, I played against Conrad in a
Where you switched.
where we switched lists once,
Yeah.
and then I don't remember if I won that game or not. I just know that he kept trying to assassinate me like every turn. It's like this turn I get a blood weaver to you. Next turn I get a stalker to you. The next turn I get some other thing to you. I'm like, how do I keep living through this?
it's
That's what most people say when they're playing against stuff like that and you get a circle.
it was always interesting too. Is
Stay
us trying
outside
to
of 13 inches.
us trying to figure out like what lists we were going to play all the time too, because it's like, do we play what just came out, so people can see what's new, or do we want to take? But do we just take fun lists? Do we just take models that people haven't seen before? Which I think we did a lot early on.
Yeah.
Towards the season 3, we tended to take a little more competitive lists, but it was still a lot of fun. I thought some of our best games were in season 3 by far. So as far as just competitiveness wise.
I think I definitely practiced more for games in season 3 than I did in the other games.
Yeah, Bradigus. I can't even. How many games did you play with Bradigus before you finally got him on the show? Like 12
a
or
lot.
13 something?
Yeah, it was a lot. Like, I basically haven't played any games in War Machine that weren't a game with Bradigus since Gen Con. And this Tuesday will represent the first time that I finally play someone else. I'm excited.
You weren't that excited about Assyria.
I was not that excited about Exterior. I was excited about her, but that game against you, just like, I was like, okay, she's not as awesome as she's going to be.
Well, I look forward to getting into Convergence next year. Now that I've bought Jason's models off of him and I'm trying to got him painted up here and stuff like that. I'm having a lot of fun with him so far, and I look forward to playing a lot more games and kind of expanding to get. I'm only playing 35-point games, so I'm trying to get the feel for him. But I'd like to get to 50 points here soon. And
I'm not even at your level right now. I'm just playing a fake battle box, trying to figure out monstrosities.
oh,
and
Cephalix, yeah.
Cephalix, 'cause-
I'd love to see a Cephalix versus Convergence game. I really would, because I know they're sort of like mortal enemies, and it'd be really cool to see. I think.
I feel
Mortal-
slightly
mortal
bad
enemies.
that, like, these games you've been
Interesting.
trying to test
It's an
out with,
interesting
you've been
term.
playing against one of our locals who, in the first game you played against him, he took E. Haley and then spell assassinated you to death. I was like, come on.
He was trying to teach me a lesson. He goes, you have to learn your lesson of keeping your spellcaster in the back, which I'm not used to because I've been playing
Scabrous
Scabrous
so
for a
much.
while. So I'm just like, it's okay if I'm like up there. That's all right. So he tried to like assassinate me twice, and he's like, "Did you learn your lesson? Keep him in the back." I'm like, "All right, okay." So he's not like Scabrous. I can't
Who
do
are you
that.
playing?
Is this
it was
one of-
James up at Salter. Hey James, if you watch it.
He had Thorn, right? The thing is, you can't stay safe from Thorn. Like, you can play conservatively, and still Thorn will come find you and be an arc node, and he'll die.
Yeah. So I'm not even at that level. I'm like faking it with a fake battle box. I'm like, okay, 3 monstrosity. How do I do this? What's the rules? I didn't read the spell list.
I actually love that their battle box for that actually is him and 3 heavies.
Yeah, that's-
because they're all 7
It's so
points.
cheap. They're all.
Oh, I know, right? Holy cow!
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, their battle box would be sick. It'd be fun though. I mean, it'd be horrible. It'd be hard. Like all damage, like full damage grids.
Yeah, but they are, well, actually, it would be so much easier to kill them in a battle box if shooting them were
Yeah.
easy.
And if she didn't have psychosurgery, oh my gosh.
But they really need that solo to help them through like raising.
Yeah,
their
they do
stats.
like a lot less damage and hit a lot less
Oh,
often
that's
without
true.
the
That's
little
true.
dude.
Yeah.
And that guy dies pretty easily.
Well, he's just not in a battle box.
He can't. Yeah, he can't.
can't.
Oh, yeah,
He's a
there's
solo.
battle box games. Gotcha.
Right?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing for BattleBox and like choir and BattleBox. Or,
Yeah, but when you, without the choir, your jacks are still rat 5 and mat 6, and without the little dude, her
It's like mat
things
5.
are mat 5, and it's kind of bad.
Yeah.
It's a little tough.
Well, I just love to see it. I don't know if you get some more practice in, we should definitely get a couple of games, and
I'd
that'd
be
be
up
fun.
for that.
So, but yeah, well, it's so I guess wrapping up season 3 here. We're probably take a little break through the holidays. Give us some time off to rest and recuperate and get some more new
other
games
things
in.
besides this show.
Yeah.
You have no idea. How
Get some days back, But yeah, so we'll take a little break through the holidays and take a look and see how things are when we come back next season, and see what else we can do. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for journeying with us through. If you've seen all the episodes, thank you for watching, and we hope that you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you guys again in the next episode of Counterslam.
Mwah.
Get up and fight!